trustworthy, person who you can look up to. So they are the upright character. So when they came and said, God has given us a message to tell you, you automatically know this man has never lied. In fact, as Muslims, the prophet that we are talking about, the guide, is called Muhammad. His name is the praiseworthy one, the one who's praised, praiseworthy and the one who's praised. He was known among his community as Sadiq al-Amin, the one who's truthful and trustworthy. Why? Because he always spoke the truth, and this was his hallmark among his community. The one who's always reliable. His people will leave positions with him because that's trustworthy he is. Even his enemies, when they became enemy later on, they will still leave their position with him because he will guard it with safety and security. Yeah? So we're talking about an individual when he came and said, okay, I am a messenger of God to tell you that God is one, and He's given you this book to tell you that you should abandon the worship of your false deities, which you make with your own hands, or you worship your own self as your creator, like you make up your own religion, your own desires, your God. There's no way of this, because you are created for a purpose. So, of course, a lot of people didn't need any proof and evidence, they just believe. But others said, how can I believe in something? No, revelation came to you from 7 heavens, above the heavens and so on. So this revelation, this message that he brought, which is the Quran, itself was an evidence to them. And this is one example, the discussion that you came in, a brother of mine earlier on was alluding to, just mere allusion, that look, Quran talks about a natural phenomena of a human development from the very early stages in the womb of the mother. And the way the Quran describes is astonishing. This knowledge 1400 years ago, when the Quran was given to the Prophet, to the people, the knowledge at that time wasn't like this. In fact, they had erroneous understanding before, and then, and even afterwards as well. Much later, we came to a much more accurate version of the history of the embryology, human creation within, or human development within the womb of the mother. So this was one example to illustrate that the Quran gives us information which we should reflect on, so that you can see who the author is. Because the Quran says, if this is not from the Quran, not from God, then who is it from? What is it from? You can analyze it. Look, the Quran is either a product of the Prophet himself, his people, it's a product of some, spiritual entities like demons and Satans, whatever. People postulate, or it's from God, as it says. You can analyze each of these possibilities and see which has more merit rationally. The Quran says, whenever you read this book, seek refuge with God from the accursed Satan. Satan is your most avowed enemy. Don't follow the footsteps of Satan. Obviously, a book written by Satan is not going to say, take me as an enemy and don't listen to me. But be good, be nice, be kind, avoid falsehood, avoid oppression, avoid all those bad things. You'll say, it doesn't look like the handiwork of Satan. Is it the work of the Prophet himself? Now, I'm just giving you some things to reflect on, right? If it was the Prophet himself, then you would see that it reflects the Prophet. You would say something about, because you would say it's an imposter. Because someone saying it's from God, but actually he's concocting and fabricating a scripture by himself and pass it on as a scripture. This is an imposter in this alternative. So this imposter should say something about, to prove his point, right? He should say all good things about him. But the Quran reprimands him. How did you turn around, Abasa wa tawalla, you turned and frowned. That blind man that came. Look, he's reprimanded. He's rebuked. And he's often said, okay, no. If you were to say, invent something about God, and God would require it of you, would cut off your jugular artery if you say something of your own. So you would expect to say something good about him all the time. But the Quran says, okay, to him, to the Prophet, seek refuge with God. Ask forgiveness. Ask forgiveness.
Let's simplify it for, what was your name?
Tim.
For Tim. Sort of stick to the convincing him that there is a God before we get into the specifics.
No.
Sorry, I don't think
I very much admire your tenacity. I admire you're clearly very into it. I like it. I'm going to say goodbye.
Nice
I've got
talking
lots
to you.
of things to ponder.
Please do, and
Very passionate,
perhaps we
knowledgeable
talk
man.
again.
Yeah, I like that. I'm here quite often, so. Yeah. What's your name?
Mansur.
Sorry?
Mansur.
Mansur.
Okay, it's been
Lovely
a
to
pleasure
meet you,
speaking
mate.
to you, and we talk again. And
you.
you know, in the meantime,
What's your name? Dr. Dina.
in the meantime, if you have the opportunity or make opportunity to read the Quran, and then we can have a basis for discussion next
Man,
time.
look, I just come in, hearing that, made a flippant comment. You're clearly more into this than I am. I really am trying to understand, given the context of the world and your religion and the divisions within it, and people like me who are confused. I don't know, and then that's it. That's it.
But at least we try to remove some of this confusion from you.
You need to boil it down, I reckon.
Sure,
I really
sure.
think you need to trim the fat for people
Yeah.
like me.
So at
and
least
go,
what we've
look,
done
boom,
today,
boom, boom.
what we've done today, Tim, we've talked about the reasons why we believe in the existence of a creator, giving you our reasons from the natural world. So it is not because our Quran says so, it's because when we examine this world, this is where we can come to this conclusion. And I just shared you some of these reasons why, even rationally, without resorting to the book, one can arrive to this conclusion. In the next meeting, perhaps when we talk, we can talk more about the book, illustrating and proving and demonstrating to you why this is indeed from this creator that we are rationally coming to accept.
Awesome. I look forward
Okay?
to it. Next
All the best.
Sunday. See you, mate.
Take care.
Cheers, chaps.
You're supposed to pay before you go.
Oh shit, man. Sorry.
Assalamu alaikum.